welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a little week in the life with me. You're currently joining me on a bike ride. It's Monday afternoon and I'm a bit hungover and on a bit of a mental come down from my hen do this weekend, but I needed to get some fresh air, get the body moving, because otherwise I'd just sit and rot at home. But I had the most amazing weekend. And I've had, well, the past few weeks have just been great, really enjoying some downtime post-racing, just taking each day as it comes, sort of doing what I fancy training-wise. No real structure, and I felt like I've really needed that. And then just being able to let my hair down a few times has been much needed. And yeah, I'm feeling a bit rubbish today, I won't lie. More physically than anything, like, I just feel, and yeah, it's windy. I'm battling against the wind, but it needs to be done because I'll feel better for this. So I'm gonna spin the bikes for 2 hours around Cheshire. I'm with Gaz, we're in matching kit, so life is good. And yeah, I'll bring you along with me for this week of getting back into a bit of structure with my training. Yeah, I'll update you as we go. Enjoy the video. Gaz is just reminding me of everything that I've got coming up, but yeah, we've got a busy few months coming up, really. We've got, well, my next race is Malaga 70.3, which is in October, which is post-wedding, so I don't really have any races pre-wedding. So I want to train, but I don't want to be prepping for a race during this time. But then yeah, we're straight into Malaga 70.3, which is going to be great. So yeah, I thought it'd best be time to get a bit of a structure back in place. Maybe run a few hard, like 5Ks and 10Ks, sprint distance triathlon. So yeah, training needs to begin again. So enjoy this week of training, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh, look at us in our matching tops.
We're out in our matching tops, in the LB team kit. Laura's, she's flying along today.
Shut up, you're lying.
She's been on a hen do, so let's not.
Been on a hen do, and it's about 70-mile-an-hour wind.
Let's not booze shame anyone today. We're out. We're out, that's the most important thing.
The fridge isn't very
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
We've got about 10k home after this net downhill. So we'll have done about 50k by the time we get back, which is good. Good to get out, I feel good for it. I already feel a bit better for it. Like I said before, just had my hen do, so a bit tired, a bit hungover, a bit sad. But exercise always helps. Post-hen do blues and booze. Sweating out the blues and the booze. Right, let's get home. Oh, right. Oh, the dogs. Hero, darling, we don't need to bark. We don't need to bark. Sit down. Sit. This is what I'm dealing with. They just bite each other. And then he'll roll. There we go. And then here he'll sniff his bum, get excited and try and hump him. This is just a general thing that they do. That is us back from our ride. Glad we got it done, but both of us were just like, didn't enjoy that. It was really windy today. I think, well, Gaz is tired because of Ironman prep. I'm tired because it's all self-inflicted after the hen do. It was well worth it. We had the best time. I basically went back to my mum and dad's house. We based ourselves out of there because well, it's my favourite place to be. So we based ourselves out of there. It was like my two sisters, my mum, my two nieces, my auntie, and then 4 of my friends. And we just, yeah, had a great time. I didn't really want to do anything major, but they all just planned the absolute dream weekend for me, and I felt very spoiled, very lucky, very just, yeah, very special for the weekend. So that was great. We had a chef come in on the Friday night. The food was amazing. We drank loads of fizz, and then we did like Mr. and Mrs. and just like a few little games and just retold the story of how Gaz and I met. And then on the Saturday we went to parkrun, obviously. Then we went to the like hot and cold, like the sauna and ice bath place in Liverpool, which is just by the docks. So we did that, so that was all very good for the hangover. A bit of fresh air, a bit of hot and cold therapy, and then came back, and then they set up for night 2, which was just like this rodeo party where we all had cowboy boots and hats, and we did Hero, Stop Pumping Him, made some pizzas, and then we did like a cocktail masterclass. One of my friends used to work in a bar, so she's great at making cocktails, so she taught us how to make a few cocktails. And then we had a dance teacher come in who taught us some line dancing, which was incredible. And then to finish off the night, we had a singer come in, and she sang a load of like country songs and some steps and Shania, and just great songs, all great songs.
I've been feeling so alone, I've been waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, no pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
And it was just the dream weekend. I felt very spoiled, very special. I got so many little presents and I was just absolutely spoiled, and I was very overwhelmed and I cried a lot. And yeah, it was just a really special weekend, and I'm feeling really grateful for that. But yeah, also on a bit of a post-hen do come down, post booze, but it was all well worth it. We drank a lot, sang a lot, I cried a lot, it was great. So anyway, I'm going to get back into some form of routine this week, get some training done. Started off obviously with that ride, we did just under 50k, and I'm glad we did it, but it was very tough in the wind. That'll be all my training for today. I was supposed to run and swim today, but I decided to do my bike today. So anyway, I'm gonna go because these dogs keep barking. But yes, I hope you enjoy this video. Follow along. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Just out walking the dogs with Gaz. I was gonna run this morning, but decided I'm actually gonna run and gym together later on around lunchtime. It would have all been a bit too much of a rush this morning to get out and run and breakfast and do all my calls and everything, so didn't want to rush my run because I did that last week. I had to squeeze it in at the end of the day. I had the worst run and I'm like, I can't afford to have another bad run because I've not run now properly in about, well, since Luxembourg. Not done a proper run
In a long time.
I haven't. Well, my most recent run that was a hard run was only a hard run because I was hungover as hell on Saturday. Oh my god, I've got so many eyelashes in my eye. We ran on Saturday, we did a park run at my hen and my heart rate was at about 130, stood still because we'd drunk so much the night before and then I'd had 2 coffees. Then we headed down to park run and I think I was running like with a 170 heart rate at about 5 minutes per kilometre. So that was my last proper run. So we're starting afresh this week and I want a good run, so that means doing it at lunchtime rather than squeezing it in this morning. So that's the plan.
Nobody should be squirting runs in.
Gaz is in a bad mood today.
No, I'm not. I struggled to sleep last night though because my household is full of snorers and bed hoggers.
I'm not the snorer, I'm the bed hogger.
Yeah.
Hero's the snorer. Gaz had to move him out of my room. Basically, only recently has he...
Your poo bag.
Yeah. Oh, here's the poo walk from Hankles. Only recently has Hero been allowed to start sleeping out of his crate. Like, he loves his crate. He goes in there voluntarily. We don't lock him away. But he's always slept in his crate ever since he was a puppy. And he's now, what, like 6, is he? But when it's been really hot these past couple of months, obviously didn't want him in his crate because he'd cook alive. So we let him sleep out, and first night, I mean, he's the kind of dog that will just jump in the bed at night, but he doesn't do that anymore. But he does just love like sleeping in our room with us, and I secretly love it as well. Like, he's not in the bed, he's just in the room, and it makes me happy when both dogs are upstairs, we're upstairs, makes me feel calmer. But when he's like really tired, he is such a snorer, like a proper snorer. So last night we, you know, when you're like trying to drift off, and yeah, all we could hear was Hero snoring. So I heard Gaz get out of his bed, and out of our bed, not his bed, we sleep in the same bed. And he, like picked him up and moved him into my office, where he should be sleeping really. But I think after that, Gaz didn't sleep too well. But you put Hero in the office where Hank was sleeping, and then Hank got up and walked off because Hank was like, "Bloody hell, I'm not listening to this snoring." Anyway, that's our morning. Hero's pooing, so I'll see you in a bit.
Wow, that was fast. Oh, Hank's out searching for blackberries. They all fall on the floor. Hank, have you found any? What did you find? He's a hunter-gatherer.
Mm-hmm. Hank and I hunt and gather blackberries on our morning walks. Very standard breakfast. 2 crumpets, 4 eggs. So I'll fuel up a couple of calls this morning, and then yeah, I'll get to training a little bit later. Breakfast doesn't change whether I'm training for a race or in my off season. Just love it. I don't know when I'll get bored of it. I'm sure there'll be a day, but today is not that day. I'm just en route to the gym, sat in traffic. Obviously there's always roadworks at this one spot where we live, but yeah, on my way to the gym. I need to get this gym session done. I'm looking forward to it, to be fair. I'm enjoying my strength training at the moment, but I'm in a weird place with training at the moment. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but it almost like just, where have the lights gone? Almost at the moment, I don't know how to describe it, like it almost doesn't feel as important to me right now. And that's not that it's not important, but I don't know, with like the wedding and just everything that comes with planning the wedding, and then just thinking of like our life after the wedding, I don't know, I'm just in a bit of a weird place. Like, it's not that training has ever been my entire life, because obviously I've got so many other things going on in my life, and with my business and, you know, my friendships, my relationships, all those things all do take priority in my life. But like when I was fully in on like my Ironman prep, for example, my Kona prep last year, for example, or when I was, you know, training for my races this year, you know, I go all in. When I'm in a prep for a race, I'm all in on that. But I think because I don't have a specific race coming up like really, really soon, but also because of everything I've got going on in my life at the moment, it just doesn't feel as important. Now, obviously training will always be important to me because I do love it, and I do love it, and also I know the importance of training for both my physical and my mental well-being. Like, it's so important to me in my life in general. But I'm just in a weird place with it at the moment. But I will continue to do it. I'm still obviously working with my coach, because I think if I didn't have him programming for me, then I'd kind of be like, I'd still do bits, but I think I'd probably just end up getting frustrated. So, you know, it's still important that I have that bit of structure, and it takes away that thinking for me, because if I didn't have that as well, I'd just then be overthinking everything with my own training. That's the reason why I have a coach, because I don't want to think about my own training when I'm thinking about everyone else's. But yeah, it's almost like my training doesn't feel as high up the priority list at the moment as it has been sort of across the previous months and previous years. And that's not a bad thing. I don't attach any guilt to that. I think, you know, there's certain times in your life when certain things have to and should, and I want to take priority, you know, like my hen do this past weekend, or the wedding coming up, like that's taking up a lot of my my time and my mental capacity, and that's not a bad thing. I'm enjoying doing all the things with the wedding and embracing being a bride, because I'm not going to be a bride ever again. So yeah, it just means that training goes down the priority list a little bit. I don't really know if there's any sense, if this is making any sense, or if there's any point to what I'm saying, but that's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, I'll get into the gym, get the session done. I know it'll feel great when I start it. So yeah, let's go. Ooh, right, on to my final set of my first round of exercises. So it was box squats and kettlebell swings, and something I do to keep me just like on track, not distracted, not scrolling on my phone between sets, is that I set a timer, and then every 2 minutes, or sometimes 3, depending on what I'm doing, I'll start. So at the moment I'm starting every 2 minutes. So I do my 8 box squats into my 10 kettlebell swings, and then the remainder of that time is a rest. And I've just found that's a really good way of keeping me like, I don't know, on time, on target, and not just getting distracted by my phone, because by the time you've unlocked your phone and looked at it, your rest is gone, and if you need to change the weights or whatever, then it has an impact. So I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like lifting really heavy, I'll give myself a longer rest. It may be like every 3, every 4 minutes, but yeah, every 2 minutes I'm going. Just about to squat this, which is I think 75 kilos, which is good. My strength is going up, which is what we like to see. So let's see how I do. Got a breath from the squats. Heavy work. 10, 20, 30, 60, 50 kilos. Oh, yeah, 75. Strong. That is my strength done. That was such a sweaty session. Can you see how sweaty I am? So sweaty, but it was a good one. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm gonna go and get my run done now. 45 minutes with some strides at the end. I need to keep it nice and easy because I am buggered after that, but I feel good for it. So yes, that's one ticked off, second one to go, and then I think an afternoon of working from the sofa, to be honest. I've just been caught in this crazy storm. I know it's only a bit of rain, but for fuck's sake, I didn't want to be on this run anyway. Right, it's absolutely tipping it down, and my brand new trainers, I got fucking extensions in for my hair trial on Friday, and it's windy as hell, and I'm going to complain. Fuck's sake. I'm livid. Right, I'm out running again. Gaz rang me. He's like, "You're not out running, are you?" I'm like, "I'm sheltered under a tree." Anyway, let's get this done. My trainers are ruined anyway. Just having a bride Paddy on the phone to Gaz. He said that's what shoes are for. I'm like, not pretty white and pink ones. They're not. Absolutely pissing it down again. I mean, I usually enjoy running in the rain, but when it's unexpected like this, and you already don't want to be out. Jesus! I'm drenched. I feel like I'm gonna explode. Oh, I don't even know why I'm crying. Oh, I hated that. I hated it so much. I'm just laughing at myself because I'm just being silly. But I'm so pissed off. I got these stupid extensions in for my hair bride trial on Friday, and now they're all matted from the rain. And my trainers are filthy. They were so clean, and now they're filthy. Oh, I'm trying to separate, like, being on a bit of a come down after the weekend and like not enjoying my training at the moment, because I'm just not enjoying it, and there's no pressure to like get back to doing it and enjoying it, but I don't know. This is ridiculous. I did not enjoy that one bit. I'm just not enjoying my training at all at the moment. I'm feeling a bit of a funk with it all. Even though there's no pressure to train at the moment. I know there's not, but... I don't feel pressure to train, but in a way I do. Because, like, not that it's my job to train, it's not at all, it's my job to coach people, but there's always that feeling of, like, setting the standard, setting the example, and being on it, and I'm struggling with that at the moment. But I do need to remember that it was only literally, like 4 weeks ago that I did my last race. And maybe I just need some more downtime, and that's what me and my coach spoke about. We said, like, if there's any, like, resistance to training, then we just have a bit more time off. But then, I don't know, I don't want to just take time off, because then I feel a bit lethargic. I don't know. Just everything about that run, I hated. You know, when you're running and then everything pisses you off. Like, then it was windy, and then obviously it started torrential raining, and then, like, the noise of the cars going past and the puddles was driving me insane. And then my music kept pausing because my phone was soaking. Oh my god, and then I was getting splashed by cars. And then there was a United Utilities man in my parking space when I got home, and I was like, fuck off! Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to, like, separate. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit low at the moment because I literally had, like, the weekend of my life. At the weekend I was on such a high, and then now it's kind of like, back to reality, even though my reality is great and there's nothing wrong with my reality, but then just that, and then already not really wanting to train at the moment. Anyway, what a first problem when I go inside and try and brush this hair. I can't. Basically, I'm having my hair and makeup trial on Friday. I had the extensions in to, like, have it down for my hen do, and then I've got my hair and makeup trial on Friday, so we were like, oh, we'll just leave them in, and then she'll take them out after she's done my hair trial. I can't wait to have them out. Bloody hell, I could not have extensions. Fuck that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Gaz came back with flowers. Sunflowers to brighten my day, he said. I rang him on my run. Well, no, he rang me, and I just cried down the phone to him. So I think he understood that I wasn't in the happiest mood. So he's come back with flowers, which are gorgeous. That's the kind of man he is. Oh, I love them. The world's biggest vase as well. Oh. Ow! Fuck, that hurt. That really hurt. What's that?
So what now?
What now? I just did that and got my fingers sticking out there.
Be nice to her. She had a tough day.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
I got a phone call because she was running in the rain.
It was less, the rain wasn't the issue. It was just the straw that broke the camel's back, if you know what I mean.
I got it.
You get me.
Nice. Nice work.
Here are my flowers. There we go. Right. I'm going to go do a bit of work on the sofa, make my tea, get another early night because I think I'm still tired, and I'll see you tomorrow where hopefully I will be a bit brighter. It's Wednesday morning, I slept pretty well again. I'm really trying to catch up on my sleep, and Gaz is really trying to have perfect sleep leading into the Ironman, which I'm very happy with. This is my current cup that I'm drinking my coffee out of. It's all pearly. I love it. The girls got me it for my hen do. They got me so many little surprises that I had no idea about. Everything white, everything bride. I'm really embodying the bride that I am. You only get married once, don't you? So I'm going to milk it between now and the wedding, I think. I wasn't really milking it just because I didn't want it to become my entire personality. I don't want it to. But I'm gonna drink out my bride cup every day. Plan today is, well, my only real plan is swim this morning. Swimming with a friend, Jenny. She's an amazing swimmer. And like last week when I swam with them, because they've been asking me to swim with them for a while, but I put it off because they're so much better than me. And to the point of like I'll get dropped in the warm-up, but it's good to swim with people who are better than you. It's good to train in general with people who are better than you. It will push me and it'll just make my swims go so much faster, and it'll make them a lot more enjoyable. Just having someone who's like doing the set with you or just suffering alongside you, it just makes it that bit better. Even if they are, last week for example, it was 50-50s with like a touch and go rest. It was like, well, it said 5 to 7 seconds of rest, but it got to a point where as I was coming in, obviously they were leaving and I didn't want to get dropped too much, so I was kind of like literally let my watch start it again, go, so it was like 2 seconds rest. So last week was 50-50s with no rest. Today looks like part of the main set is 2100s with 10 seconds rest, and it's all supposed to be like LT1, like comfortable pace, but to keep up with them I need to push harder, and obviously that changes the outcome of the session for me, but I would rather push harder and stick with them than do the session like correctly, which isn't ideal, but equally I want to be able to stay with them and not get dropped. So I'm gonna have my coffee and then I'm gonna have something to eat because I think it's a 4K set and I'll be swimming like a maniac from the warm-up. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh. Wow, that was hard. That was great though. I'm so glad I did that. But God, it was hard. My comfortable LT1 5 out of 10 pace is very different from theirs. They're all incredible swimmers, and so basically we were starting the set. We did like 1,000 meters warm up. Bearing in mind the first 200, I came in the warm up. I came in at 2:59, so averaged 1:30 per 100 for the first 200 meters. That's the kind of paces they were going. And I've got an itchy nose. So we were sort of discussing like pacing for the main set. My stomach is rumbling, and they were like, well, should we go off 140, because the main set, with it being 20 by 100 with 10 seconds rest, so it was kind of like really brief rest, but the goal of the session was just to keep it aerobic, just keep working through the 2,000 meters. So they were like, well, let's go for 140. So basically do 130, 10 second rest for 2100. I was like, yeah, that for me is not going to be LT1, but I will do my best. So my session, I think, was very different from theirs. They got like a nice aerobic, long, like steady set. I got a blowing out my arse, heart rate hit 175 kind of set. But that's fine because it'll help me improve massively. But yeah, my session was very different to theirs, even though we were doing the same like 20 by 100s, which is great, and I absolutely loved it, and there's no way I would have done that set on my own, absolutely not. So it was so nice being with other people. They're like absolute inspo because they swim so well, they make it look so easy. It's just amazing. So yeah, I'm going to keep swimming with them, and hopefully 20 by 100 off of 140 will become my LT1 one day. But today it was very much LT2. 3,600 meters ticked off. It's done. I feel in a better mood today. As you can probably tell, I'm not crying on the camera today, so that is a good thing. I'm just waiting for my toasters in the air fryer. I'm on toast. But I was just thinking before, like, this is such a first world problem, that I'm really enjoying not being hungry all the time. Like, obviously I'm not training for like any big races or anything at the moment, and I can just like
my hunger just isn't as much as it was obviously when I was like peak training for all my races. Obviously you have to fuel all of the time, and sometimes you get to a point where you're like, you just keep fueling but you're just hungry, and that can often like distract me from my work. Like I'll do a bit of work, I'm like, right, I need to get something to eat, I'm still hungry. And it's just nice that my hunger has settled a little bit and since I've not been racing, it just feels nice at the moment, which is obviously such a privileged thing to say, like, oh, it's nice not having to eat all the time. But I think that's some part of like Ironman prep or even 70.3 prep, when you're prepping for these big endurance events and you get to those big peak weeks like Gaz at the moment is just eating all the time. And that's in itself is tiring. Again, it's such a privileged thing to say, but it's also a lot to think about, like, right, I need to make sure I've eaten enough and at the right time before that session, and just that like bottomless pit hunger that you experience when you're training for these big events, and I've not experienced that in a while, which is really nice. So that's good. And my body just feels in a good place at the moment. Like it doesn't feel like inflamed, and again that's, you know, part of endurance training, like you can get a bit inflamed as well. I just feel nice, I just feel good in myself, which is nice. We have got rid of our treadmill and we just made a bit more space in our conservatory training room, because the treadmill was just big, it was getting in the way. And obviously when you've got a small conservatory, 2 bikes, a treadmill, like it's just all a bit cramped. So let me just open this door. This is now what it looks like. Obviously Gaz's bike isn't there, but should be there. So we're going to get a TV put up at the end there that we can connect our Zwifts to. And then we've got just the 2 mats, and then we've cleared all the sides, because you know when like you have a room and it just becomes your dumping ground, and it was kind of like we had a toolbox in here and we had random screws and all sorts of random shit in here. And basically the other weekend Gaz just sorted it all out. We sold the treadmill, just got rid of it, sold someone we know. And also we have LED lights. Did you see that just then? LED lights all the way under here, so when it's dark we like it just looks pretty cool. It's just a nicer space to train, because what was happening, we had like them facing the other way, because it's longer that way, and then the treadmill, my bike was on the far side, and anytime I wanted to get on my bike I had to like climb on the treadmill, lean on the armrest of the treadmill, climb over. It was just all a bit much, it was just a bit stressful. So now we've got more space for our turbos, and yeah, as I was saying, we never use the treadmill. We either run outside or we use Red On Gym, which we're very lucky to have. So yeah, anytime I run on a treadmill, my calves just go to shit, so I can't run on a treadmill. So it was just wasted. We looked on the like whatever second screen, and I think we'd done 400 kilometers total on that treadmill, and that's how little we used it. So yeah, I'm happy with this space now. It feels like just a lot nicer space to train in. Hero loves it too. So yes, just a few finishing touches, like the TV to go on the wall, and maybe like a plant or something. I don't know, something on a wall. I don't know, but we're happy with it. Anyway, I'm gonna get changed and get training. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm just going into my first effort, 45 seconds at 277 watts. 45 seconds. Let's go. One done. Then 6 in total, 15 seconds rest. It's not very long, but it's only 6 to do. So I'm going to spend the first few hardest to get right, get you settling. 2 done, 4 to go.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm only 3 efforts in, but it gets you only 15-second rest. Six out of 8 of the next block done. 30 on, 30 off. Spacey. good. It's tough, but not impossible, and controlled effort, so not absolute max effort sprints. Controlled that well, happy with that. Right, I'm just going to pop out for 30 minutes run. That is the plan. So I had in my dirty trainers, I had a hill session. Well, I feel like my hill session was supposed to be yesterday. Moved it to today. I've done a tough VO2 bike today, so then going and doing some hills probably isn't the wisest idea. So my plan is I've moved tomorrow's 30-minute easy run to today, and then I will do the hills session on Saturday, and I'll either do hills or I'm going to do a hard park run, because I said to my coach about me not loving running, and he said we need to like fix it. So he gave me some suggestions, like obviously varying my run routes, running with a friend, music, podcasts, or going into finding like a hard 5k race. So I do love a park run. So I'm going to go down to park run, I think on Saturday, just run a firm park run. Yes?
I'm out of my tea.
That's fine, have you tea?
Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Oh.
Just telling them my plan.
What's your plan?
Running for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Off she pops.
A whole 30 minutes. So yeah, park run on Saturday. And then my bike on Sunday and some strength. Anyway, I'm going to go run. Gaz is going to eat his tea. 10 minutes done, 20 to go. Feeling alright today. Much better than the other day. So much better. Probably because it's not monsoon, but yeah, feeling good. Just coming to the end of my run now. Yeah, better than yesterday. I mean, it was only a 30-minute run, so it's nothing to write home about, but it's something, and I feel in a much better mindset. Yeah, it's so easy to slip into that mindset of like, you have one bad session and then you think you're crap at running, but you can't do it, or you hate training, and it's just so easy to fall into that mindset and adopt that mindset of like, this is me now. Whereas you don't have to identify as that. It's literally just like, you had a bad run, you had a bad day, you didn't like training that day, and that's fine, move on. So anyway, that's my new mindset. We'll see if that's the song tomorrow, but yeah, that's done for today. Thought I'd do a little unboxing.
What have we got?
What
do we have, boys?
We've ordered something that I bought, not gifted.
For us?
Well, yeah, we can use it, but I'll probably use it most. We can use one of the things,
We.
but I will use most of the things. But you can, if you like. Lovely.
Is it a candle?
Yeah. Oh my god, do you want that house to smell nice? Oh no, I can't get it out. I ordered a candle from Memory. Guys!
Well, I thought it was going to
don't
be
you
better
like
than...
that?
No, I appreciate it, but I didn't think it was
I've
going to be
heard
better.
good things about the Memory candles. Oh, this has got the dog's food all over the side. Who fed the dogs?
Me?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All over my box. Hey Hank. That's a lot of packaging. It's nice packaging, but that's a lot of it.
Nice, but lost. See you soon. I've got a call.
Yeah.
You look after they haven't had a coffee there.
Yeah, that's fine. I've heard good things. I got the jam on toast one, but yeah, very, very nicely boxed. Maybe that's why it's like £60 for a small candle. Oh, more packaging. Oh, it's quite strong. Oh gosh, you can just see that's not a nice view, is it? Let's just start washing up liquid. No, it's nice to be fair. It's different from what I would normally buy. Well, it's alright. I'll burn it, but oh, it's quite a lot. It'll be fine. But no, the main reason I ordered was because this is girl math for you. So they do these mini perfume, like literally testers, and it's like 4 tiny little things for £20, and you get that £20 back
in credit towards a big one, and then you get one free with any purchase. And then my girl math was it's free delivery for over £80, which is why I then bought a £60 candle to get the free delivery. So anyway, I'll have to spend the evening smelling these. Maybe it'll be nicer when it's not bad, it's fine. I think they can charge so much for this because of how much packaging they use. That's why. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to make my tea. I'm going to have my usual, make some potatoes, loads of veg, chicken sausages, nice and easy, and then have a bit of a chill. I've had a busy day. I've been really productive with work, which feels good because I wasn't overly productive yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, when I was spending my day crying. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We are on our way to my mum and dad's house, and I'm going swimming this morning with my mum, and then I'm off to get my hair and my makeup trial done for the wedding. I'm so excited. Swim done?
Oh yeah, I'm in it.
Yes, you're in it. Mum's not been in the vlog for a while.
I haven't, have I?
Haven't. You used to be in the vlog. People demand you to be in the vlog.
No, do they?
They love seeing you in the
everyone.
vlog. Swim done. There was another tough session. It was very similar to the one I did the other day, which was supposed to be an aerobic swim, but wasn't for me, that one. But sort of short efforts, short rest, which was tough, but I swam well, felt good. I always enjoy those sessions. So yeah, we're going to go walk the dogs now, and then onto my hair and makeup trial, and then we're going to have an evening of planning for the wedding, just making sure we're on top of everything. One of those kind of days. So yeah, that's all my training for today, and maybe see you a bit later. Good morning. What a morning. We are just out walking the dogs. I didn't forget to pick up my camera last night. I just didn't pick up my camera because I had my hair and makeup done for my wedding, and as much as I would have loved to have shown you all, maybe I'll keep that little secret. So yeah, I didn't end up closing out the vlog, but I'm going to close out the vlog here. It is Saturday. I'm going to pop down to Park Run this morning once we walk the dogs, and then tomorrow I'm doing a 2-hour ride and a strength session, and I would say that has been a good week considering how I felt earlier on in the week, considering how much I drank last weekend at my hen do, and considering my meltdown. My period started last night, so I guess that kind of explains a lot. No surprise there. So yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind of a week, but I think by the time I've ticked off my run today, 2-hour bike and strength tomorrow, I think we'll be around the 10-hour mark, which I think for me is just like a happy, like a ticking over like amount of training that I feel good doing. It doesn't, take away too much from life. I can fit it in quite easily, and yeah, I can still feel like I'm progressing and keeping ticking over across the winter. So what a week. If you got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support, which no doubt you will give me once you all see my sewing fit. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, which probably is Copenhagen. See you there.